Well, UK police say they are reviewing an investigation into the disappearance of Dubai's ruler's daughter, Sheikh Shamsa, in the British city of Cambridge in 2000. Well, police statement came 2 days after a British court found that the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, al-Maktoum, arranged a kidnapping of 2 of his adult daughters and forcibly returned them home after they attempted to flee abroad. Well, the court in London also found that Maktoum conducted a campaign of fear and intimidation against his former wife, Jordanian Princess Haya bint al-Hussein, who fled to London and applied for her children's protection. Police in Cambridge investigated Shamsa's disappearance 2 decades ago when she was 19, but there was insufficient evidence to take any further action. I'd like to welcome my guests to this news review. Saeb Shaath, author and Middle East affairs expert out of Belfast, and Colin Cavell, author and Middle East expert out of Bluefield, West Virginia. Thank you both for being with us. Shaath, let's start with you. Saeb, when we look at this latest revelation, I mean, it's quite amazing. First of all, what they're being accused of as far as the Sheikh, and how has he been able to get away with this for this long? Your take on the situation in general, Saeb.
Sheikh, hello. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid al-Maktoum. He's the ruler of Dubai. He's the vice president of the United Arab Emirates and the deputy prime minister. And he likes to see himself through his big projects, which I call them myself white elephants in Dubai, as the most sort of visionary leader in the Arab world. His dirty laundry today is out there for everyone to see. It's exposed and aired to the whole world to see. See parts of the ruling released by the London's High Court. Read like it was really a blockbuster from Hollywood, thriller movie. There was a daring escape using jet skis, dinghys, and a yacht by his daughter, attempting to escape from his clutches of domineering father, as is described by the court. And there is another princess caught in an affair with her bodyguard and flees for her life. So this is the details coming from the court. So Mohammed bin Rashid's daughter in 2000, Sheikh Shamsa, was abducted after she sought an immigration advice in Cambridge, south of England. The 19 years old Sheikh Shamsa were taken to Paris, and from there by helicopter, and then flown back to Dubai. In answering that, in the case of Sheikh Shamsa, Mohammed bin Rashid said in the witness's statement that he had organized a search for her when she was in the UK. And his response to the allegation about 2018 abduction of the Sheikha Latifa, the other daughter, saying he feared she was being held for ransom, but did not contest the details of the accusations. The ruling vividly shows and confirmed years of rumors about Sheikh Mohammed's treatment of his daughters, who were trying to desperately to break from his control.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, let me get to Colin in on this conversation. I mean, we look at the, I think, collusion of other countries and trying to basically help the Sheikh kidnap his daughters or cover it up. I mean, first of all, are you surprised at how other countries, if we look at the UK, I mean, there have been rumors about such behavior for a long time there, but nothing was ever done. And on the other hand, are you surprised that this time around that actually in a British court, they're saying that he likely kidnapped his daughters?
Ms. Marzia, the exploitation and oppression
unfortunately,
of women
we don't have
throughout these Middle Eastern kingdoms.
Don't have the audio for Colin. I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
For quite some time. In fact, one of the
Let me go back to Saeb. Let me go back to Saeb. Unfortunately, we're having some audio difficulties out of Bluefield, West Virginia. Saeb,
this
going
was
back
about
to
a
you.
Saudi Arabian princess who had to live in a gilded cage in Saudi Arabia. Solitary
Because
confinement.
I cannot hear
Prohibited.
Colin at all. Saeb, let me ask you your take on all of this. Unfortunately, with this situation, why is it that at this point in time we're seeing actually London do something, whereas before we did not?
Because Princess Haya, she is the half-sister of Jordan's King Abdullah, and his King Abdullah's mother is an English lady as well, and she fled to Britain last April with her own two young children, while he is claiming she had an affair with her bodyguard, and she stepped further in supporting the other two princes' cases, and so she brought as well some information which the court cannot just dismiss when she said, he was threatening her letters, and there is at her bedside, we'll see a pistol put at her bedside. And so there is a lot of intimidation tactics were used to intimidate this woman who fled for her safety.
Okay, stay with me, Saeb. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but hopefully I have the audio fixed this time around for Colin. Colin, your take on all of this. I mean, now that we have seen the British court actually get involved, do you think that we're actually going to see anything concretely done, for example, out of London, and possibly charging the Sheikh? Or how do you see all of this actually coming to an end?
Well, from an international relations perspective, the fact that the High Court in London has issued its ruling that Maktoum did kidnap his daughters and has treated Princess Haya with threats is an indication that London may possibly be somewhat criticizing the UAE ruler. But as to whether there's going to be any real action, no, not at this time. But it does put a check on UAE and telling them that they have to curb their outrageous behavior, oppressing women, oppressing the daughters of the Arabian Peninsula and the whole people who work in the Arabian Peninsula, in fact.
I mean, isn't this indicative? If this is what is being done to his own family, staying with you, Colin, this is what is being done to his own family, what does it say for the overall rights of other women in the UAE?
Well, it demonstrates that this autocratic monarchical system is not only oppressive to women and daughters, but it's oppressive to all the workers of the UAE. These are oppressive regimes run by boys who prance around thinking they are kings and oppressing people. And they are supported by imperialist hegemonic powers like the UK and the United States, who keep them in power in order to launder money and fight their hegemonic wars to keep control over Middle Eastern oil resources and natural gas resources.
And on that note, I'd like to thank both my guests for being with me. Saeb Shaath, author and Middle East expert out of Belfast, and Colin Cavell, author and Middle East expert out of Bluefield, West Virginia. And as always, viewers, we appreciate you being with us for another News Review.